Hey, folks, welcome to the intercession. And sorry about the last minute change in links. I tried to be a little bit more proactive in sending out a link to the member session automated. And unfortunately, I just clicked wrong links. I screwed up. So I had to send out a new link. So my apologies. Um, a headline came across a short while ago which I found disturbing. And this is the type of stuff that can lead us into a very bad situation that we saw Tuesday night. Israel bombs weapons depot run by Iranian militia. Now, there's been no reaction thus far in the after hours session. Let's check out the S&Ps. Fairly firm, no negative reaction. Where's gold? Gold is down, coming off of its lows. So these are the headlines that worry me and can get us back into a risk-off situation. And this is why I want to be back in uh, larger in the gold mining trade than what we have been. So more to come here. And I'm going to wait for people to populate in here. People are probably on the other stream that I sent out. Thinking, what did he do now? Let's see. All right, we are live. Okay, cool. All right. So, I want to talk about NUGT for a moment while waiting for people to come in here. And we really want to give NUGT a wide berth because what I'm hoping for is as soon as tomorrow, a capitulation sell-off on the shares and ideally a pullback to that 20% retracement level from the highs. And that is at 29.50. 29.44. All right, it doesn't have to be on the penny, but 29.44 thereabouts, 29.50. We'll look to begin building more on that position because typically you get a 20% correction on average when NUGT is in a bull run on a pullback. You have 20% pullback, and usually the correction lasts on average about 9 bars to 10 bars. So we're using a daily chart that's 9 to 10 business days. So using the high here, we are at the end of day 5 of the correction. We'll get a couple more days of backing and filling. I think that as early as late next week, we could see strength resuming to the upside on the NUGT. But right now, I think that it's best to give it a wide berth, 2-hour chart. Only when I'm live. Okay. Go to TrendSpider. And if you folks have any symbols you want me to go over, please pop them in there and I'll definitely go over them for you. Or questions or what have you. You're killing me today here. None of my charts won't work. Only when I'm live. Okay, so here's a 2-hour chart finally working. 2-hour chart is consolidating nicely. We did get a outside reversal bar on that final 2-hour bar. I'm looking for ideally a sell-off tomorrow morning, a rapid fire sell-off tomorrow morning, and ideally a reversal bar to close back above this 30 mark. And then probably next week, if this support level does in fact hold, probably next week a breakout above this upper band of resistance. So if we do begin pulling back tomorrow, we'll look to add to our position on a pullback, then sell some covered calls and just collect some premium and perhaps take that premium off as we begin to see the shares consolidate, break out on a 2-hour basis, because we want to enjoy the ride higher. So more to come here. I want to talk about UGAZ. So here's UGAZ. I already went over the weekly chart. Let's go back to it for those that weren't on the first live session. So far this week, we have no new weekly low. We are now higher on the week. We were lower. And inside week, we have a double bottom setup formed on Stokes. RSI appears to be setting up for a hook up higher here. Daily chart. Bullish key reversal bar on the day today. Good stuff. Holding support. So where logically will our stop be? On a break of the support level. Stokes are hooking up. Good volume today. And with the dollar showing signs of a potential breakout here, nat gas and the US dollar can trade in tandem and quite often do trade in tandem. So I'm not concerned about the dollar weighing on natural gas prices. As a matter of fact, let's do a correlation. UUP above, make it appropriately green. So here's the US correlation, UGAZ, UUP. And you can see it fluctuates above and below that zero level constantly. So not much in terms of a correlation. UGAZ can do its own thing and move up higher. Now to a 2-hour chart. Actually, 4-hour chart first. Using this line here that I drew as a resistance level, technically we broke out. Let's be conservative and say that we closed at resistance. Good support here, rock solid. Now to the, before I leave the 4-hour, RSI hooking up, Stokes hooking up, 2-hour basis. We broke out here on a 2-hour chart. So this is what I always talk about. The breakout on a 2-hour chart. You want to see a pullback and a retest. The one caveat here, and this is the reason why I want to keep stops tight, is that UGAZ is not in a weekly uptrend or a daily uptrend. So we want to keep tight stops here. Here's that monthly view, right? We're still in a downtrend. So it's not like NUGT or another stock in an uptrend. We need to be very careful using a 2-hour breakout. If we break today's lows, we need to stop out if we close down below that level. What was today's lows? 65, 69. Anybody have any symbols they want me to go over? Sorry for the confusion with the links tonight, folks. Okay. I'll stay around here because I know not everybody got that. They're probably trying to log onto that other link. So I'm going to hang out here a little while just in case somebody signs on late. Let's take a look at, I want to take a look at Tesla. Tesla came under some pressure. Weekly RSI's at 81.23. And Fuego. Big volume. I still don't think you could short this stock yet. Daily chart. All right, so it looks like we're going to pause here. I think it's going to be a pause that refreshes because, let's face it, when you have the S&P 500 setting up with an outside reversal week this week, in all probability, we're going to move up higher. Okay. I'll stick around here for another. We'll go to 7:15. See if anybody else signs on. I see some people coming in and out. Okay, here a couple of people just joined in. Just seeing that now. So, folks, if you're just signing in and you want me to go over your symbols, please let me know. I just clicked the insert ad button. I don't know what that means. I guess I just inserted an ad. Sorry for that. Okay. All right, people are leaving. I'm going to sign off. Everybody have a great night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Be well.